Good YouTube, Warstu here with another video on Arrow Season 5 Episode 3 of Matter of Trust. My little boy, can you see him? Bazzy is there, always next to me. So, before we get into this episode of Arrow, I want to give a quick shout out to my boy Louis from Game Hang's YouTube channel. I will put a card there, link it below, and overlay a picture of the YouTube channel. They do some pretty cool retro gaming, unboxing of Pokemon kind of stuff. So basically stuff that people that view this channel would be interested in. So I'm going to leave the links in the description below and some kind of card, so check them out. So let's get into this breakdown. So there's a new drug in town called Stardust, an Easter egg reference, you could say, to Cody Rhodes, the former WWE wrestler, being in the episode he was called Stardust. And Stephen Amell and Cody Rhodes Stardust had a fight at SummerSlam last year, so you could say him being in this episode is a rematch. So it's quite nice and a little cheeky wink how they put the Stardust is the drug. So Stardust is the new big drug in town, the biggest drug they've had so far. So they're trying to discover where the base is at, but Wild Dog knows where it's at. Wild Dog disobeys the Arrow and he goes to where it's being made and basically kills, I'm going to call him Stardust, and he ends up landing in a kind of pit of chemicals, and he comes out of that and he basically can't feel pain, so he almost thinks he's godlike. Wants to take over Tobias Church. Interesting enough, we didn't see Tobias Church in this episode after Prometheus told him not to kill the Green Arrow, as the Green Arrow is his. So there's a new DA in town. Obviously Laura Lance is dead now, or is she, due to Flashpoint, called Adrian Chase, who will become the vigilante, like going against Oliver, I suppose you could say. So there's a new reporter in town called Susan Williams, who screws Thea over. Obviously Thea is in charge of Oliver's office. And if you didn't know, Susan Williams in the comics is married to Jim Jordan, aka the Green Lantern's brother, Hal Jordan. So it's a little cheeky Easter egg reference to the Green Lantern. This does not mean John Diggle's going to become the Green Lantern like everyone keeps saying. Oh yeah, pretty cool Oliver Queen Arrow t-shirt I got from Amazon. My partner got me it. Check it out if you want to get one. So that's pretty cool. It's a cheeky wink to the Gold Coast again. So Mr. Terrific in this episode is getting dissed by Artemis for the fair play jacket. She doesn't like it, and he says, I can't remember exactly what he says. He references the original Mr. Terrific, who was a wrestler, I believe, which is pretty cool. But this Mr. Terrific character to me is awful. He's gone from being clumsy, he's supposed to be Olympian. He can't really fight and he's in Team Arrow. He's no Red Arrow, he's no Roy Harper, he's no Fear. Just absolutely useless, in my opinion. So John Diggle has been screwed over via his captain and he's in jail. So he's seeing Deadshot from Suicide Squad. Yep, I thought he was dead, but obviously as soon as I seen this, I thought, oh, Flashpoint. That's probably why. And then we realise it's just like he's hallucinating, most likely due to the stress of being in jail. And then there's another reference to his son, not his daughter. So that's, and Lila also says John Jr. So yeah, definitely got a son. So in the end, he tells Lila not to help him get out of jail. He's kind of wants to repent for his sins of killing his brother, who I believe his brother's still dead and he still killed him. So that's quite interesting that John's kind of given up, but it was cool to see Deadshot back for a bit. That was a good little bit. And Lance has become the deputy mayor, which Oliver was not happy about at first, but then obviously Susan Williams, the reporter, screwed Thea over, so he's had to take the blame, and he says any decision made by my team is my decision. So obviously when he said that, he was referring to his new Team Arrow and his office. He obviously trusts his new Team Arrow now, as they went out on their first kind of vigilante fight, I suppose you could say, when they took down Stardust. And obviously Stardust thought he was invincible, but he kind of went to Arrow sliced him at all the artery points out and it took him down. So that was pretty cool. Ragman, freaking awesome, love that dude. The kind of tentacle things that come out of his suit is amazing, so can't wait to see more from him. So Lance is the deputy mayor, which, considering as he's an alcoholic, it's kind of a bit strange, but Lance is like Harrison Wells, like I've said in previous videos, that he's always getting a different role. But for a second I thought, oh, Lance could be Prometheus because the alcoholism keeps recurring. Oh, is he Prometheus? No, he's most likely not. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. That's just a little kind of side note, more of a troll, more of a joke more than anything. So right at the end of the episode, Lila goes to Oliver and says, I need your help, John's in jail. So obviously we all know Spartan's coming back, so this is obviously just going to build up to next week's episode where he breaks, or probably next few episodes, where he's going to have to break Oliver out. Sorry, he's going to have to break John Diggle out of jail or wherever he is being held, as we haven't really seen that bit. So Felicity tells Roy, aka Ragman, at the end that the missiles were not meant for Havenrock and she redirected them. And yeah, he kind of went off on one like you thought he would, which is kind of good. I mean, a lot of people are hating on Felicity. Yeah, the acting at the end wasn't the best, but can you act better than her? Most likely no, so shut up, in my opinion. And also, funny bit where Mr. Terrific looks like he's kind of hitting on Ragman, but I think that's more of a kind of inside joke between the people on the show. Anyway guys, this is my video review. I actually enjoyed the episode. I didn't think it was filler. It was basically a filler. It was quite a cool episode. Really enjoyed seeing Stardust, as he is a really good wrestler, and it's cool having him in the show. Check out Game Hangs, cool channel, cool guys there. I'll leave the links down below. Please like, subscribe and comment. And my little doggy is asleep now, so we'll catch you in another video, which will be my American Horror Season 6 with a big twist episode, and also my trailer breakdown for the next episode of Arrow, which I believe is called Pens. Anyway guys, Warstu, peace.